coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. A que voy a que café, calla, café, sayue, no, no. A que voy a que café, calla, café, sayue, no, no. A que voy a que café, calla, café, sayue, no, no. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon. Ow! J, ebe wote, ake café, shomo tue. J, ani ole, na ke café, ni ofe. J, ani ole, na ke café, ni ofe. Kaywe odu, kaju oju, kadu odu. Oh, kaywe odu, kaju oju, kadu odu. Eh. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon coño. Bacon coño, bacon coño, bacon. Touching, no jinoni hime jenkawa. Natri, no jinoni hime jenkawa. Shimene ma umese nyemo ke shikasani elie chonwa mane. Aywe fe shi wanu. Cafe fe aywe shi wanu. Kaya fe aywe shi wanu. Cafe fe aywe shi wanu. Hey, oh. Wonye shikasane son warrior. Oh, wonye shikasane son warrior. Wonye shikasane son warrior. Shikasane son warrior. Touching, no jinoni hime jenkawa. Natri, no jinoni hime jenkawa. Shimene manga mese nyemo ke shikasani elie chonwa mane. Aywe fe shi wanu. Cafe fe aywe shi wanu. Kaya fe aywe shi wanu. Cafe fe aywe shi wanu. Hey, oh, wonye shikasane son warrior. Yeah. Oh, wonye shikasane son warrior. Wonye shikasane son warrior. Wonye shikasane son warrior.
Wow. Wait, let's do that end bit again. It's like some rock band music, you know. Go. Okay. 3, 2,
Wonye shikasane son warrior. Wonye shikasane son warrior.
Wow. go.
One year she got Sunday song, boy, yo.
Wow, Ashawos, that's the name of the band, the group, right?
Yes.
Look, I don't even know how to connect the name and what they're doing and why we're even here today. Absolutely fantastic. You know what I was thinking?
What?
This and a blend of like rock music, like, you know, probably have some extra, what you call those other guitars?
Bass.
Electronic guitars and some
Right,
bass.
Right.
Have you ever explored something like that, or it's just the two of you?
No, that's what we do. That's
Wow.
what we do. But it's only two of us that can make it today. So
Today?
we're giving you the acoustic version of the Ashawos.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Look, honestly, if I had an audience here, I'm very sure everybody's going to be upstanding and clapping for you guys. Congratulations. I love this
Appreciate it.
music.
Appreciate
What are you
it.
saying in the music, though? Pardon my guys, it's shaky.
Yeah, well, it basically two trees, like be patient, be patient. These are the advices we're getting
Okay.
from our elders, but we're short of listening.
Okay.
We're racing and chasing for money and many other things. Chasing after other people's wives, husbands, and things like that.
Wow.
And all because of
Wow.
small token money.
This
so.
is beautiful. I love the inspiration behind the music. Tell me just a little bit about this band, Ashawos, and why the name Ashawos? Is it because you play from place to place?
That's part of it. That's part of it. But also, the word Ashawo is like an underdog word,
Okay.
and our sisters, our mothers, our cousins, and it's the oldest profession, or
Yeah.
one of the oldest, and in the world, and a lot of people patronize it, right? And so why should it be, like hidden under the carpet? It
Okay.
should be brought out, and so part of it is so that we kind of give light to that as
Yeah.
well. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Also gives us a chance to check ourselves.
Okay.
And partly because we're all over the place.
Well, yeah, partly
Playing
because you're all
music,
over the
yeah.
place. Yeah, they are all over the place. You're
Right.
here with us today. My last question, a little bit about yourself.
Okay, specifically.
The music,
Well, I'm from
where you're
Ghana
from.
originally.
who you're with, where you were headed to.
Okay. I'm from Ghana originally.
Okay.
I left Ghana in 1987.
Okay.
And I was in Lagos for a bit, and then I went to Australia. I've been in Australia for the whole time, but I've been
Okay.
doing music for a long time.
I
and
can tell.
I came back, and of course, I do rock music and blues.
I can tell. It's
Yeah.
in there. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, and so I coming back here, I figured how can I fuse
Okay.
what's happening locally
Yeah.
with what I know. So that's
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, how do people find you? Social media platforms, contact details? Because I'm sure somebody goes like, I like this group. I like this group. And I'll get a tweet down say that, Jay, how can I get these people?
Yeah, it varies. Some people are like, what is this? Some people are like, oh yeah, it's fresh, it's new, and they want to learn about it and want to be a part of it. And so it varies,
Okay.
But we're musicians and we're just doing our thing. Not everybody's gonna like what you do and all of that. So we're just going. It's a journey, you know
Like
what I
that.
mean? So we're just on that road.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I like that part. Hey, let's go check out a video right now on your screens from Ashawo. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Mama ba no ke pure town for sport.
Bukan bunyi ba jibo no
Mama
ni.
be no ju.
Ow! Can run, but you cannot hide. Cannot hide. You cannot hide. Oh, by your joy, so you can run, but you cannot hide. You cannot hide. You cannot hide. much about this time the water no good nose mask, eh?
Why baby a bird? I want no smash. But I just chill my.
Back and bonyo, 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 back and bonyo. Acabo yue, ake cafe, kaya, cafe, chayue, no no. Acabo yue, ake cafe, kaya, cafe, ayue, no no. Acabo yue, ake cafe, kaya, cafe. Back and bonyo, 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 back and ow! Jay, ebe wode, ake cafe, shobotwe. Jay, ani ole, na ke cafe, ni ofe. Jay, ake cafe, shobotwe, obotwe. Jay, ani ole. Na ke cafe ni ofe.
Je mango babi.
Je beje o non.
Si se, e ke babi.
Beje o non, man ka je bo.
E ke babi.
Ah.
E ke babi.
O blano na twa melenche na ma cheje loko.
O male, mo pasta no jo gbe me sky so mo twem. Bo je nche shi o san no ya.
Kaye odu, katu odu, kadu odu. Oh, kaye odu, katu odu, kadu odu. Eh, menko, this now, menko, now.
Bojong boja no water.
Mo no go na de ka on ni na loko. E ta si e o mo yi.
Back and bonyo, 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 back and bonyo.
Well, this is the kind of music that you want to have long hair and you can just, go crazy sometimes. But anyway, it's Friday and one more time, good morning and welcome to Prime Morning. It's our pre-Father's Day celebration. So today, if you're a father, whether you have a child, a biological child, adopted, or you've one or the other shown love and care to people around the world or people close to you in your society, in your community, yes, you still qualify to be a father. Welcome to the show. Welcome, my
Thank
fathers.
you. Well,
Thank you very much for including me. For some of us who haven't, actually got their children yet, we really feel left out sometimes.
No, but you took care of the lady who passed on. May her soul rest in perfect peace. And I think it was a
makes you
brilliant
feel
initiative.
responsible?
So happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much. It was really all of us who took care of Agnes and her two beautiful boys. And we have an update for you we'll be bringing you during the show today. But happy Father's Day in advance. Jay.
Happy Father's Day in advance.
why do I look lost?
You have made fathers.
Happy
You have made
Father's
men
Day.
into fathers. You have
Welcome.
made men into
Today's our
fathers.
pre-Father's Day, right? And it's more like we're gearing up to the bigger one on Saturday, the one that multimedia is getting ready. We are celebrating frontline fathers. Whatever your father does, still in this COVID-19 era, we're making a conscious effort to celebrate them, and we're starting off the celebration today. So today promises to be really fun. Yeah?
Yes, I can't wait to meet KSM and talk about the experiences he had with his father and also how he transfers those lessons as he deals with his children. There's so much more, Jay.
Well, so much more as well, and that's why we're even going straight into a hamper that Williman has got for us this morning. So Williman Investment is saying that in their hamper, in Father's Day, special one, that you can get around shopping malls in marts near you. You will find Compal juice, some Pura Vida, some First Choice milk, some First Choice custard, I love custard, and some balanced wine. A best hamper for Father's Day as well. So you can catch it in a shopping mall or a mart near you.
Absolutely, and today we're giving one of these hampers to a winner. We asked that you send a video telling us how much you love your father, together with your father actually, and we have a winner. So today Williman Investment is giving that winner one big hamper, and all of this village is in one hamper. And today is also Friday. You just want to cool off with pizza. Eddie's Pizza, now buy and get one free every day. Every day at Eddie's Pizza, Hatcher branch only, located at Agbogba Flowers, opposite AAA LPG gas. Now you can call 0274 133 397. 0274 13397. So buy one, get one free. Ladies, when they bring you about 4 packs, is Hatcher Branch that made it for free, please.
Charlie, why are you ratting the brothers out like
I
that?
know, right?
It's almost fathers, they allow us to be the
I
judges.
need to say it before you go claiming that you bought us about 4
yeah,
boxes.
she's gonna take a video and put it on social. Oh, my man brought me 4 packs of pizza from Eddie's Pizza. Oh,
Yeah.
For
thank
no
you, baby.
reason,
To
you
no
know.
reason.
Wake up, girl.
You all do
It's
pay for
free.
2, right? I know that smart guy.
I like that. I like
So
that.
also not to forget, in fan milk this morning can add a top up to your Eddie's Pizza. So it's very easy. Just place an order for some fan milk. If you live in Accra as well in Tema, it will be brought to your house. If you order more than 20 Ghana cedis, yes, they will bring it to your house. However, you will pay that delivery charge on there. So make it happen. Eddie's Pizza, and enjoy some fan milk in there.
Did you have your guama tea today?
Yes. Hey, I need it every morning, you know. With the spread of COVID-19, you need to make sure that your immune system is on top. And so, yeah, I take it every morning, very religiously. You should as well, as a preventive measure against COVID.
So after everything, today is a perfect day to get a gift for your father. CB Men Capsule, what about that? Get a hamper.
Full of
CB Men
CB.
Put
Capsule.
all of those things
in
in
there.
All in, especially if your father, old age, struggling, wearing catheter, they have challenges with every, like urination. I mean, I recommend CB Men Capsule for you. This is not to say that you still cannot purchase one for yourself as a woman, We're getting nearer to 28 days of the month, and you know what that means. Itches, discharge, other than chaos happening because we suffer from a disease called womanness. It never stops. But I recommend CB Men Capsule.
We still love you all the same.
What do you? I mean,
Yeah.
you get
It's
pizza
the
for free
disease makes it even more amazing.
because of
Yeah.
us. You get pizza for free, so you have to love
Okay,
us.
I don't get.
I
okay,
mean,
we'll
because
argue offset. We'll argue offset.
In the words of Jay-Z, it's because of a woman, that's why every man will dress fly.
Absolutely. Let me say thank you to GTP for my fabric and Asada Collections also for my outfit. Thank you so much.
Well, on that note, thank you as well to Sir Art. I'm loving my outfit. Thank you very much, Sir Art. And he says that for 200 Ghana cedis, you can just place a call, mention Jay Foley's name, and guess what? You can just get something similar for just 200 Ghana cedis. Easy does it. You like
Well,
it?
Woodin sorted me out this
I love
morning.
that shirt in there.
Yeah.
It's worth me punching you in the back and taking it off.
At some point, you have to take off the jacket so we appreciate the shirt. At some
Yeah.
point,
It's so beautiful. But
Yeah.
Jay, you don't need to punch me. You can just go over to Woodin and get one.
He got me
It's-
there,
and,
didn't
and, and it's the best Father's Day gift, really. Sort your dad out. He would love it. I do. Jay does. You should too.
You should ask my opinion on that anyway. However, let's get ready for Daily Nuggets.
You like it, don't you?
Daily Nuggets. So today's Daily Nugget is by Gianna Floyd, and she says, Daddy changed the world. 3 words, but powerful. Daddy changed the world.
4 words, actually.
4 words. Daddy changed the world.
Very
Daddy
powerful
changed the world.
statements.
Yeah.
Extremely powerful.
Absolutely. Daniel, you want to tell
Now,
us?
Gianna Floyd is one of George Floyd's 2 children who are both daughters. Now, you know George Floyd is a former high school football star, rapper, and security guard who was suffocated to death on 26 May 2020 by Minneapolis police officers. You know, the death that, sparked the protests across the world, especially the US, and reignited the Black Lives Matter movement. George Floyd. Gianna is 6 years old as of May 2020. She lives in Houston with her mother, Roxy Washington.
For all she's benefited from, let me just, for want of a better word, benefited from her father's passing on, do you think it is it's a sacrifice worth
No.
losing the father?
Can never be.
The statement says, Daddy changed the world.
Well, it takes somebody to change something, but really, it's a tough
I
one.
feel like if we are counting any sort of benefit from George Floyd's death, it's more of the conversation that has been had globally
That's what I'm talking
about
about.
the space of Black people, African Americans across
Yeah.
the world, and how serious the situation is. I was actually reading an article of more than 5 companies, 5 top companies, including Apple, including Google, who each have only one African American senior executive, and most of them, they are chief diversity officers. So beyond being there, and you are there because you are black, because being there because you are black,
Yeah.
they don't find any person of African descent were qualified enough to sit on their
yes.
board. I mean, it's
It
very
raises a lot
wrong.
of conversations. Anyway, real quickly, also George Floyd's youngest child is now Disney's shareholder, thanks to Barbara Streisand. Now, in addition, the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, the first established in the U.S. for black women, offered Gianna a full scholarship to attend a historically black college and the university in their choosing. Lastly, also Kanye West created a $529 college savings plan to fully cover college tuition for Gianna. And while a GoFundMe page for her has also raised more than $2 million for Gianna.
Still can't replace her father.
Still cannot. I mean, this conversation, all this can happen without death. All this can. That's just a big challenge.
What's next?
All right, so we're going for Vox Pops. We went on the street. We wanted you to tell us everything you feel and how you feel about your father. So we want to hear and listen. I mean, watch whatever you said. Stay with us. There's more on the show.
I'm wishing my father, Abubakar Siddiq Jibril, a happy Father's Day. Thank you for being there for me. We love you so much.
I would like to wish my dad, Mr. Emmanuel Akwe, a very happy Father's Day. He's an awesome dad.
Dafela, happy Father's Day. I love you so much.
Mr. Tabuati, he has been so good, so wonderful to me. I remember a time when I was so sick. And he carried me at his back to the hospital, and on our way to the hospital, he fell whilst I was still on his back. He fell down, and it was too bad. I just want to say I love him so much. God bless him for everything. Happy Father's Day, especially to my wonderful dad. I wish him all the best in life, good health, success, everything.
A happy Father's Day to all the wonderful and supportive fathers that are out there doing so much to make sure that their families are safe. God bless them all, and they should keep up their good work.
I'd like to wish my father, Imam Khalid Shakib, a happy Father's Day. I love you so much.
Well, on this special day, we honor all fathers that have impacted society in very positive ways. I urge you to continue to provide the necessary leadership in these trying times of COVID-19 in your homes and society as a whole. Enjoy the day and the blessings it brings. I go to all fathers in Accra and Ghana as a whole.
So, on behalf of myself as a father, and also on behalf of Ghana Institute of Journalism, where I think I am also a father to the young people and everybody here as the rector, I would like to wish all fathers in this country and everywhere else a very happy Father's Day. I'm saying that to fathers, have a very wonderful day, but more importantly, let's take our calling as fathers serious. You see too many times and all too often fathers that are nominal fathers. Let's play an active role in the lives of our children, and let's not leave fatherhood to the mothers. There's a reason why they are mothers and they are fathers. Let's play our role.
Occasion of Father's Day, we want to seize the opportunity first to express our appreciation to you for thinking about us and the fact that you have appreciated what we are doing for Mother Ghana. That's our widow's mite and our little contribution to combating the COVID-2019. It is our hope that with the grace of God, definitely with time, we'll be able to bring the pandemic to an end. Now, I also want to seize the opportunity to wish all fathers a very happy Father's Day. To be a father is very easy, but to be a responsible father is the most difficult thing that you can ever find. So basically, on that note, I want to entreat all fathers. We should try as much as possible to be a bit more responsible so that we will disabuse the minds of people thinking that the average Ghanaian father is an irresponsible father. So we know there are very good fathers out there. And so definitely we'll have to contribute to demystify this concept that generally fathers are not as responsible as mothers do. So basically on that note, I really want to wish everybody a very happy Father's Day and wish everybody God's continuous guidance and protection in our endeavor to be responsible fathers. So once again, happy Father's Day.
Hello fathers, happy Father's Day to you all. Just a simple message to all fathers. It's not any man who gives birth who is a father. It's the one who tries to take care of his children, not only his children, but other children who come into his care. I pray that all men will be good fathers. Let your children imitate you. By imitating you, it means you are doing what is good for the nation. Thank you and happy Father's Day.
On this occasion of Father's Day, we want to wish all fathers a happy Father's Day. It is said that most children who don't have fathers in their lives, majority of them don't end too well. And so on this occasion, we want to encourage more fathers to mentor many young people. Mothers pamper children, fathers correct them. Mothers nourish children, fathers give them stability. Mothers help take care of children, fathers help give them their destiny. You want to help shape the destiny of somebody. You want to help speak into the life of somebody. On this occasion, Eddie's Pizza, happy Father's Day.
Welcome to the special pre-Father's Day edition of Prime Morning with me, Daniel J. and MFA. And guys, it was very heartwarming to see the kind words that some of our viewers had for their fathers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, and of course, also some of these messages were probably brought to you by, or these messages and Vox Pop was brought to you by Eddie's Pizza. It means that everybody who's spoken there would get a free Eddie's Pizza.
At least a slice,
this
or
weekend,
they can join us
or
for
at least when you buy
party.
one, you get one for free. So it's a whole box.
It's like a prize.
Yeah. What kind of man would you describe your father as, Daniel?
He's a Christian, first of all. He prays for like half his life. And I'd say he's a human.
Mm-hmm.
I say he's a human being, but I respect the fact that he never stops trying.
Okay.
He always makes an effort. He always makes an effort to be in our lives, to be a father, to be a confidant. You can see that it's not everything he does that is perfect, but you can understand. And being a man myself, being at the stage of my life where he was about starting his family, my respect for him has shot through the roof, because for me, for right now, I can't imagine having to juggle the things he faced when he was my age. He was now when he was my age, he was now about to finish university.
Okay.
He had met a beautiful woman he wanted to marry. He had no money. He comes from a huge family, and he already had younger brothers he was responsible for. So for him to look at all of these and make it work, Charlie, I think he's a superman.
I know.
Nicholas Dazi, I think that's Charlie. He's
Nicholas.
a big man, yeah.
Who's called Nicholas? All right.
That is Nicholas.
What did you pick from him?
Charlie, if you know Preisha, because like there's no logical line from where he was at my age now to where he is now beyond God. There's no straight, you can't draw a line there. And the only thing he explains, like Daniel, if I had a medicine man, if I had some juju somewhere, I would have given it to you. All I have is God. I beg you. And every time it stays with me. So yeah.
That's nice.
I bet he's proud of you, isn't he?
Yeah.
I hope he is. I hope he is.
You're asking me. So my father is also very everything. Very interesting man. He's
Today I'm hosting you guys.
yeah. We'll eventually be on you. So my father is a traditional leader. The typical man who pours libation, and yet when he's fallen down, he says, Jesus Christ. I don't understand this. He's pouring libation.
If your father's watching, he would spank you.
I'll be dead. But he read a lot, wide read, and studied religion so much. One thing he did was that he didn't force any of us to take his path, because then he didn't choose to be a traditional leader. It was a responsibility that came through him. And so, first off, he never gave me a Christian name. He named me Emefa Kosiadeti and said that when you grow, you choose your own faith. Choose the one that works for you. But remember...
Which one is working for you?
I mean,
which one is working for you?
Totally love God. I have a very good relationship with God.
Which one is working for you? Capital G, God.
Oh, yeah, the capital G.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
just so we are clear.
Just so we are clear, yes.
Yes, because, I mean, he loves God very much. And every time you quote a scripture, he says, young lady, that's wrong. That's very wrong. You need to check your scriptures very well. Yes, so, and he is extremely disciplined. Extremely. You would not speak to my father and not go under correction for 1 minute. He would always correct your English language, pronunciations. Yeah. He fathers a tall list of persons. It comes with being a traditional leader. It comes with being a chief. And so it was a huge responsibility fathering the community and also fathering 14 children. Hopefully I don't wake up tomorrow to another surprise of another child.
What's a typical Ever man?
Yes, typical traditional man, yeah.
Well, it's interesting that, so today being, let me just fix this properly because I'm about to do something big. Well, today being a pre-Father's Day celebration on there, it's only right that we pop in a surprise or two. So these two have been talking extremely about their fathers, right? I'll tell you about mine in a couple of minutes, but how about we speak to the father of one of these two, in pin, out, and so you are not in out. You are out. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Mr. Nicholas Dati on the line.
Serious? Are you people serious?
Yeah, we are very serious. Hello, do you want to talk to your dad, or we should talk to your dad for you?
Which one works for you?
Which one works for you? What would do that
Mr.
for
Dazi. Daddy.
Hello? Uncle Nick? Oh, we're trying to get the line established there. Hello?
Are you guys serious? Like right now?
Just say that.
Okay, I say, Daddy, I think you need to unmute the audio so we can hear you. It should be on your screen somewhere, or just press the unmute button.
So dumb.
We will get through to Daddy by all means. You cannot use those your things to stop it.
Can you sit upright?
Well, I'm sitting well.
sit well, and let's see if something is happening behind the
Daddy.
lenses. Daddy.
Where you are?
Can someone unmute the man's mic for him? You should be there. Francis, Mommy, you guys should be there. Can someone unmute the man's microphone for him? Please.
We are
so
trying.
that he can talk to me on TV. Who did this?
Well, yeah.
Which one of you did
There is
this?
something about this seat.
When you sit, it's either you say mama or daddy.
Who did this?
We have so many questions to ask him, including the first time one of the naughtiest things that you did when you mind telling us whilst we wait to try and get daddy's.
We think somebody has intentionally muted daddy's.
The naughtiest thing I've done.
Yes. Spill the beans.
Do I even?
Dan.
I probably. Okay, I hear he's on now. So you ask him.
No, wait.
Yes,
hello.
Daddy.
Hello, Dan. Danny.
Yes, Daddy.
Hello.
Daddy, good morning, Otiren.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hey. Do I hear him saying hello? Sorry, pardon me and let me do this.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Daddy.
Daddy.
Yes. Yes.
But we just...
Good morning. Good morning.
We just spoke at 4 a.m. We just spoke at 4 a.m.
Hello.
Yeah.
He calls me every
We were working at 3:59.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, so if you can hear me, Daddy, who put you up to this?
Yes. I can hear you all right.
Okay. Happy Father's Day in advance, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, we will try and get this line established, whatever we will do. Daddy, we are trying very hard to get the line connected so we can hear you loud and clear. Already
Okay, I can hear you too.
Oh,
Yes.
Daddy.
Great.
Metiabo Samso, Metiabo Samso. Maybe I can, sir. Good morning, Daddy.
Good morning, son.
Yes, I feel.
How are you?
I'm fine. I am very, very fine. In fact, I'm here with also a beautiful lady, MFA.
Hello, Daddy. Otidene.
Oh, nyamina do, matakra de fine mo ye to.
Yede nyame na ase. Enda ya beda Daniel onye ubonkomo wo TV do.
All right.
Daddy, Otidene.
No, nyamina do, na hunya do ya ye. Now say.
But I just talked to you. At least you should have hinted to me that someone has spoken to you or something like that, Daddy.
Well, you always like taking me on our waist. So,
Daddy, let's go back to Daniel's childhood. You know, some of the memorable moments that, you know, you will never forget when you think about Daniel. Some of the things that he did. You know, sometimes kids will be able to, you know, probably play with the remote of the TV in such a way that the TV locks up, or they will do something naughty or something bad in a good way, if I can say that. Anything we can remember about Daniel?
I was a very good boy.
Hey, you see how he's working hard? Daniel is working hard so that the answers we are looking for are not coming.
We'll get.
I'm praying.
Hello, can we
Yes.
still? Okay, Daddy, you can.
Danny, right from childhood, I think about 4, started showing signs of reading.
Oh, wow.
And he had a love for reading.
Oh.
And he surprised everybody in the house. Because he was too young.
Wow.
He was too young. By 5 years, Dan could take my big book and we'll be reading. Just
Wow.
like that. And you wonder how he got those vocabularies. And he pronounced them. When we are having our morning altar, a family altar, Dan will read the scripture. When we come across any word or phrase, we ask Daniel any idea, and he will explain the scripture to us. He will explain it. So
Wow.
from that age, Dan became the dictionary in the house.
Oh, interesting.
It was no surprise.
Yes.
It was no surprise to me that at P6, Dan won an award for writing a very nice script.
Wow.
In Second Private area. And he went to Boston. That was a big tap personally on my shoulder as a father and a mother. And that was great. I was really happy about it.
Wow.
And I remember Dan in secondary school. One time he felt he wasn't well. And I went there to visit him. For the week, I continued. I went there almost throughout the week. And Dan made a statement which touched me so much.
What did he say?
I never knew, Daddy, you loved me so much.
Hey.
Brand new.
Brand
And
new.
I was so tight. And I was so tight. So this boy, I have to do more for him. I have to do more for him. But I was already doing it. We just have to do the same thing we are doing. Let him be grounded in God. Let him be grounded in God. I told him, Dan, I don't have any other name. There's nothing I have but God. But God, I just gave you God. Just follow that man, that great name. That is all. And it will make you, to take you to places. That is all you need. That's what has brought me that far.
Amen.
From nowhere to this place. So please, all the children, and I'm very happy about it. I'm very glad when I see him. I'm very glad. I say, Lord, take him to places. He's in your hands. Thank you, all of you. And I say thank you. All of you. God bless you all. To all fathers, I'll say the greatest things you will see is that small boy, that tiny boy, growing up to be a responsible person in society. That is, you have reached your ultimate thing in life. That's all. That's all I like. Danny, I'm not asking you to put for money for me, but
it's nice
please be careful with your life and be satisfied and serve your God.
A nice car would be nice. A nice car would be nice. I just want to say that Sunday is Father's Day.
Yeah.
It's not Son's Day, and so it's not really about me. It's not really about my dad talking about me. But oh my goodness, I just want to say he's a very important person, and if my dad taught me anything, he taught me that it's actually possible to shine in anything that you do.
Yes.
Whatever you believe. One of the most difficult moments was when I decided to leave what I thought would be a very promising career in engineering. And Daddy, we've talked about this all the time. We're standing at Queen of Peace Junction. I don't remember what we went to.
Yes, I know.
We went to buy something. I don't remember, but we were walking back home.
Yeah.
And I asked him, what do you think I should do with my life? And he said that you should do what you love and what you're good at. And he was looking at me with so much confidence. And this was a boy who was doing his national service.
Hold on with that part. Daddy.
Yes.
Edwin, what then?
Okay,
next
segment. Daddy, he's worked so hard. Daddy, has he brought a woman home yet?
He's yet to. He's yet to ask. He has to bring somebody in the house.
You know, we need to see the grandchildren. And
I'm waiting. I'm curiously waiting.
Oh,
Evan call me and tell me, Daddy, I'm visiting you this weekend. I'm coming along with somebody.
Daddy, happy Father's Day to you. Thank you so very much. We are truly grateful for joining us on the show this morning.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to everybody, to all fathers.
Thank you.
To all fathers.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
That small boy walking before you will be a great person someday.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Thank you.
Daddy acknowledge you as a small boy. He
So
said that small boy.
I like evidence. So I have video of you here.
We'll deal with
for the future.
We'll deal with the footage later.
I will show you the footage later.
We cannot wait for that from MCR.
So now I've been cleared. No mama issues. It's not Dada.
Oh, well, you guys. What happened?
All right, so let's take a break and let's get our hankies and wipe a few tears of joy when we come back. There's more on the show for you. But let me find the words of Daniel when he calls her daddy.
Dada, will come back soon.
Say a casaluna was a wonko, now so would shrinkwa. Some aquacosia, CB herbal soap. No, Jamina. 190 a pie, and now say I had the insua. For CB herbal soap, so 190 and 19 room. Germany 10 minutes, and sana would the ebo and now say kind ketwa. I rever a finning na kama. Shannon so say, yam fans raya 9 home, and a young CB herbal soap, a 90 pro, a fee any encarboni.
Hey, Mido, yes. Okay, you Fasibi herbal soap no. E get to mankasa. Come me now. Suziana. Ghana man member damase.
FDA ahwehwɛ saa ejadie nkrato yi mu agye ato mu sɛ ɛyɛ.
I like what I see. What are shape and curves.
Give me that.
Oh, it be water tank. What a tank. Water tank get me self. Checking water level no wahala. I mean, it has water level indicator.
But my tank is full. And there's water in here. I can see from the level indicator.
This not be proper 3,000.
Look, bring the bowls, bring the saucepans, bring the gallons and everything, and let's collect all the water. This tank, when it says 3,000, it's 3,000. And you can see the water level indicator. You wouldn't need this thing again.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water, available in several sizes.
Water tank. What a tank.
By Duraplast.
And you're live on Prime Morning. Thanks for staying with us. I don't know what happened earlier. If you had not tuned into Prime Morning, it's fine. It's okay. If you had tuned in, there was a slight problem with the transmission, and so some signals came in which were not supposed to come in. It's fine. But the show goes on. We are going to have a beautiful performance by a spoken word artist. Her name is Menai. Hi, Menai.
Hi.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm great. How about you?
I am blessed. So tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay. My real name is Ekia Safo.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm an MPhil entomology student at Care University. I do science. And I'm
entomology? As a study of insects?
Yes.
We used to call it the study of entuntum.
I'm the first of 4 girls. Yeah. And I do poetry. Like, poetry is something that comes naturally to me. Yes, so that is
beautiful. So we are going to hear one of your natural pieces now.
Yeah.
What piece is this, and why is it so important?
Okay, so this one is about our fathers. Okay, whenever I'm writing about fathers, I don't really have a good feeling because I never had. I couldn't really relate. Yeah, because of my dad, I couldn't really relate with him, and then there were a few family issues. But then all the same, for my art, for what I do, I know that I'm for the people. So I can't only do for mothers, saying that I can relate to mothers. I know how my mom has been there for me and all of that. I still have to do something for the fathers. At least I can relate with somebody's father or other fathers who have been there for me. Yes, so it is important because there are good people, there are bad people, but we all want everybody to be good. So why don't we celebrate them? Maybe this may be a way that will inspire a father to change.
Exactly, to be a great person.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to hear it, Menai. Take us away.
Okay, so the title of my poem is Me Papa Yohini. Nanso bema fiti prekope emwan hosa for hini. Anaju de sioma jenjen, uria so ejumaden. Na wankobre amfe bia mafia, abusia beye den. Wo ye osa hini. Obra kun yu na wodi osa ne kan. Abre nyina wo konkodin. Eno nti ofata se me bon mrane se. Ba akofo a okum suno, na abusia ne amansan nyamidie. Wo de hye ayem hye papa kom ebra oye kwa awo so. Ebra asem asifie. Ebra abofra na oye hia bibi na ebia sebe. Ebi ni ho. Papa de meti dom kope biba. Na se abofra ya so odin na papa de ani bretia no a. Enye ne boni mu a. Na emom na ni je nyina ne se obehu se na busia ayefe. Na busia enya ahotani anije. Na aman akwa ahosan se die odomankoma de dom no no. Wahye siye. Ejapa bemena. Mi nyantonton sansan abonhu de ru afredom. Ada sampuma hye we. Wa wo hye me na wo bo me ho ban se ode hye. Madie nyina wo ye ohene prekope mami. Me se otwedi ampon se Omo wa hini enye kese na da me de wa hoahoa me ho se me papa ye ohini. Asase su de me wo wa na e ka me ayese me wa ade nyina. Nti ejapa na me nchenche na me hye wani munyam. Nana unkwaso minai.
Wow, I wish I could call for a round of applause for Minai and Ijapa Wunkwaso, Papa Yoheniampa. And we thank you so much for joining us, Minai, this morning. And given the experience you shared about your relationship with your father, it must have been difficult to write. And so we are grateful that you shared this experience with us.
Yeah.
All right then, and that was Minai. She's a spoken word artist. And a special shout to Nana Sase, wherever you are. We celebrate you this morning. Happy Father's Day in advance. There's a lot more coming up here on Prime Morning, but first, let's watch this beautiful video.
There's a poet or her story now reminds me of my father. Now, I'd like to wish Mr. Isaac Newton Kofi Adeti, aka Tagbiti to the 5th of Bakwa Traditional Area, a happy Father's Day in advance. Now, I remember so much that my father would come to the studio every Sunday, all the way from Volta region, when I was competing for Ghana's Most Beautiful, every Sunday, sitting there looking all frightened. And even on the finals, he went into hiding in the fear that I may not win. And I appreciate everything that he's done. I remember so much all the abolo that you buy from Atimpoku and Pong when you're coming home from your WAEC markings and all of that, and nothing compares to the love that you show for me. And this kind of love, we want our children to express. Now, we ask that you send us a video, you know, telling us and celebrating your father. And then we had Sandra Tamaklo send us a video. However, you can follow Minaye on her social media handles, Minaye Ideas, and then enjoy most of her piece. So let's take a watch of this video and then come back into the studio.
He is wonderful. Oh, he is wonderful. My Savior is so wonderful. How do you say wonderful in heaven? Nkunuwala. Enye nukunuwala. Enye nukunuwala.
Welcome back. So they say that daughters have a special place in the hearts of their fathers. And today on the show, we have Sandra Tamaklo with her father, Mr. Victor Tamaklo. Welcome and congratulations. You're our winner for today.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Oh, you sound very fine. Sandra, I mean, you've seen the video, but you mind telling us a little bit about your father?
Well, my father, Victor Tamaklo, I just want to thank God so much for his life, that God gave him to me as a father. If there were a chance to choose a father again, I'll choose him over and over again. I love him so much because he has this tenacity of, you know, prevailing in life challenges, and that really keeps me charged up. He's actually my role model.
Really?
And I love him so much.
What have you picked from him that will live with you?
I have picked that aspect of him where he's able to prevail, to stand and prevail in challenges. And seriously, I think I've taken after him. Seriously.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 5 other siblings.
5 other siblings?
Yes.
I feel like you're the favorite.
I'm the last.
Oh, and yours, oh, clearly. Mr. Tamaklo, once again, how are you doing? A happy Father's Day in advance from the team here to you. Though it's about you today, we just want you to share with us a little bit about your daughter. How do you feel about fathering her?
Sandra is interesting. Very, very interesting to me.
Okay.
She is the last born.
Okay.
But the grandfather, my father, is a bilingual gentleman.
Okay.
And he went to the Second World War, and they were the group that captured Burma
Oh,
in the war,
okay.
and he came back alive.
You had a strong grandfather then.
Being a bilingual, Sandra went to secondary school. He did French and English, and she wanted to run away from French. I said, never. She should not run away from French. She should do French. I had wanted to do it, but it wasn't possible.
Okay.
So I forced it on her, and she is now a French teacher at the Roman Catholic school at Matters of Uganda. So I told her there is nothing better than perseverance.
Right.
If you are determined, you will succeed. And that is what he is enjoying today.
Sandra, your father says that you're enjoying.
Sure, I am.
I mean, as experienced in life and as you have instilled a lot of perseverance in Sandra, what's that one advice you share with viewers today?
Everybody here has a parent. New children, I can say new people.
Yeah.
Today,
Millennials.
when they send them to do something, they feel lazy, they are deceived by their peers, and then they go about wasting time, and at the last end, some of those who deceive them excel, and they are left behind.
That's true.
So they become confused, and they don't do well in life.
Yeah.
So I am advising everybody hearing me here to persevere, to climb the hills to the topmost, to succeed in life. And it is that which you will live on or lean on at your old age like me.
Okay.
What my parents sent me to school to do, I did it and I did more.
Right.
For example, I attended elementary school up to Form 4. I passed my exams. When I passed my exams, I had wanted to go to be a Reverend Father.
Okay.
But my mother, being a Presbyterian, didn't agree. So I was sent back from the father's house, the Roman Catholic father's house at Jelikope, to come back to my parents because one disagreed. So I came back, and I became fed up in the home. So I ran away to my grandmother at home. I was helping her. I carried the heaviest dry fish, momoni. My grandmother was a fishmonger.
Okay.
The momoni, the heaviest fish, when the Cabre people there, they take more money. So I don't want my grandmother to spend too much money. So I carried the heaviest one. And when you put it on the market and you leave the load, vultures will come and scatter the fish. So I stand there till the other people bring the lighter ones. The last person will be followed by my grandmother, and she'll come and take over before I will go home.
I see.
And then I sell petty things on the table at the back of the house. So I was doing this when my father came and told me that my best friend in Form 4 is attending commercial school.
Okay.
First century business school. So I should also come and go. I came, and they were able to buy me those things that I need to study.
I think we actually have to come and follow you with the camera so that you
Sure.
tell us all of your story. Now I
Exactly.
understand why Sandra is celebrating you.
Sure.
You're worth celebrating. And for us here at Prime Morning, we have a gift for you today. We have a beautiful hamper and Williman Investments. We have Compal juice in there. We have Pura Vida in there. First choice milk, first choice custard, balanced wine. we just want to celebrate you. We just want we just want you to know that Sandra loves you so much, and she's so grateful for all that you have instilled in her. Happy Father's Day in advance to you, Mr.
Thank you very
Tamaklo.
much.
All right, so Sandra, because it's heavy, when we're done and offset, we give you your parcel. So one of them is for you.
So grateful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And so when we go for a break and we come back, there's more on the show. Stay with us.
In there.
I feel fine.
Really? Should I buy it for you?
Yes.
Well, but you don't know how to drive.
Oh, yes, I know how to drive. You don't know?
No, I don't know you know how to
I was
drive.
driving your grandmother from Peter Market to the house, and I drive your grandfather from JJ to Kita.
Really?
Yes.
But you said when I was growing up, I remember you said you were going to buy pasta.
No training, no amount of preparation can get any professional ready for this kind of pandemic.
We feel safe because you know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
I want to say thank you to the first responders and the ambulance crew rushing to situations unknown.
The call center operatives who stay on the other end of the phone lines 24/7. Thank you.
To cleaners at the hospitals and in isolation centers. Today, your job is more dangerous than ever. Thank you, Akpenami.
We feel safe because we know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You are old, eh?
Yes,
Okay.
enough.
You are old.
Enough.
Enough.
Yeah.
For what? You are old enough to vote?
Oh, yes, I can say that.
You can vote.
Yeah, I can.
And what again?
And marry.
Are you sure?
And have a boyfriend, yes.
You are not. You are lying.
I'm serious.
You can have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Like who?
Like you.
Oh! Stop
You're
that.
like my spec. You're my spec. Completely. Like
What is your spec again? Tell me.
Oh, light, not so light skinned guy, and with the beard, not so much. The physique, like the way you're not big. So yeah, like exactly like this. No. No. Like Stan Lee. Well, I
What
still
don't
like
you
him.
know?
Yeah, sure.
Shows
Yeah, very
Saturday at 5 p.m.
No,
and
but
repeat
don't for
at 3 p.m.
Joy Prime, real entertainment.
In the depths of the disruptions, anxiety, and even the tragedies, our collective human spirit, our courage, that hope for a brighter tomorrow, strengthening us as a people with a commitment to wash our hands with soap and running water, sanitize our hands, and wear masks. Most importantly, we must help the needy to wear masks too. Support the Mask for All initiative now. Call 0595 851 160 and donate masks for the needy. This campaign is brought to you by a coalition of event managers and suppliers, supported by Accra Metropolitan Assembly and the Creative Arts Council. Media partner is the Multimedia Group. Masks for All. Protect you, save all.
And you're welcome back to Prime Morning. That was such a heartwarming conversation that MFA had with our Father of the Day. Now, let me just remind you that every program you see here on Joy Prime and on Prime Morning is being handled under the strictest of safety protocols. At the moment, I'm not wearing my mask because we have ensured that there's a significant distance between my guest and I. But everyone behind the scenes is well masked. We are disinfecting regularly. We're making sure that everyone is safe. Having said that, you just saw that we are encouraging you to donate to the Mask for All initiative. We want to find out a bit more about this initiative. We've been joined by Irene Sena-Wemako, who is a critical care nurse. Irene, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us about the Mask for All project. What is its purpose?
Okay. So the Mask for All campaign
is an initiative by the Coalition of Events Managers and Suppliers. The main purpose is to provide a protective and safety gear for our target group. Our target groups are those living with disabilities, the orphanages, and the vulnerable in society, like the street children and those in prisons.
So there are a lot of things we could have provided. Why masks?
Why mask? Okay, a recent research that was published in the National Academy of Sciences in the United States, it said that when the implementation of face mask rules were done, and they realized a drastic fall in the daily new infection rates. They cited examples in the northern Italy, where they said new daily infection rates fell from 78,000 to 66,000. Meanwhile, other rules such as the hand washing, hand sanitizing, the quarantine, and social distancing were all in place. But when the face mask rules were implemented, they realized a drop in infection rates. This was also seen in the New York City when it was implemented on the 17th of April 2020. Sorry.
So let's do a bit of education.
Okay.
If I use a reusable mask,
okay,
how should I use it?
If you use a reusable mask, first of all, we have different types of face masks. We have the medical and then the cloth face masks. So if you're talking about, are you talking about the cloth face mask?
I'm talking about the cloth face mask.
Cloth face mask, okay. So before you take it out, you have to perform your hand hygiene, washing your hands well for at least 20 seconds. Then you get your warm water or hot water ready. You drop it in. After a while, you add a detergent and wash it and sun dry for at least 5 hours. When you take it out from the line, you iron before you reuse.
So ironing also kills any germs that may
Yes,
be
we
in
are
there?
applying heat, so it kills the virus.
Okay, so it's not just ironing for cosmetic purposes.
No.
Okay. Now let's talk about the other protocols, because it's still very important we apply all these safety protocols.
Yes.
So walk us through them.
Okay, so the other protocols we have to adhere to is hand washing. We are campaigning that if you want to wash your hand well, you do the happy birthday song, so you are able to wash your hands for 20 seconds and above.
So it's twice, right? You're singing the happy birthday
The
song twice.
Yes. And then you sanitize your hands as frequently as possible. You maintain your social distancing 2 meters apart. You stop. We are saying don't touch your nose and your mouth. Wear your face mask regularly. Stay home if you don't need to go outside. Yes. So.
Now, we've been talking about stigma for a while, and I mean, yesterday my colleague Gary L. Smith of Joy announced that he's COVID-19 positive.
All right.
How important is it that when we are talking to people like Gary, we do not stigmatize them?
Okay. Stigmatization is very, very important. Ghanaians need to know that your neighbor is not the enemy. The enemy is the coronavirus. So when people tend to stigmatize, what happens is that when somebody starts showing signs and symptoms of an illness, they tend to hide themselves because they do not want to be discriminated against. And that will will promote more spread, and we are not achieving our target. And those who stigmatize themselves, when they also get ill, they do not also seek medical attention, which also worsens their condition. And you know, early detection is better than staying at home. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why we are saying stop the stigmatization.
Yeah. I think it's a very important point that you raised there. Thank you so much for joining us, Irene. We are very grateful that you took time out. Yeah, critical care nurse.
Yes, critical care nurse.
Which kind of nurse is that?
Okay, it's a specialty of nursing. So we tend to work in the intensive care units, emergency centers. Yes.
So you're working at a COVID-19 facility now?
I work at a COVID-19 ICU.
ICU?
Yes.
Beautiful. And you were telling me you're only about 200 in the country?
No, 2,000.
2,000, pardon me, in the country. We
Actively
need more.
working.
Actively working.
In the
we need
ICU.
more of you. and we are so grateful every day. So before we go, if anyone wants to support the Mask for All initiative.
Yes, you can find us on Facebook, and then you can send a Momo to the number that I'm going to give you, 059 58 51 160.
Thank you so much, Irene Sena Wemako, for joining us. We will be displaying the numbers on our screens regularly throughout the show. So if you want to be a part of the Mask for All project, please help us out. You're so live on Prime Morning. It's the special pre-Father's Day edition of the show. MFA joins me next, and Jay will be around as we have our big conversation with KSM. Stay with us.
In the depths of the disruptions, anxiety, and even the tragedies, our collective human spirit, our courage, that hope for a brighter tomorrow, strengthening us as a people with a commitment to wash our hands with soap and running water, sanitize our hands, and wear masks. Most importantly, we must help the needy to wear masks too. Support the Mask for All initiative now. Call 0595 851 160 and donate masks for the needy. This campaign is brought to you by a coalition of event managers and suppliers, supported by Accra Metropolitan Assembly and the Creative Arts Council. Media partner is the Multimedia Group. Masks for All. Protect you, save all.
You are old, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
Enough.
You are old.
Enough.
Enough.
Yeah.
For what? You are old enough to vote?
Oh, yes, I can
Okay.
say that.
You can vote.
Yeah, I can.
And what again?
And marry.
Are you sure?
And have a boyfriend, yes.
You are not. You are lying.
I'm serious.
You can have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Like who?
Like you.
Oh! Stop
You're
that.
like my spec. You're my spec. Completely. Like
What is your spec again? Tell me.
Oh, light, not so light skinned guy, and with the beard, not so much. The physique, like the way you're not big. So they have yeah, like exactly like this. No. No. Like stand still. Well, I
What
still
don't
like
you
anyway.
know?
Sure.
Shows
Yeah, very
Saturday at 5 p.m.
Yeah,
and
but
repeat
don't worry.
at 3 p.m.
Joy Prime, real entertainment.
No one, no training, no amount of preparation can get any professional ready for this kind of pandemic.
We feel safe because you know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
I want to say thank you to the first responders and the ambulance crew rushing to situations unknown.
The call center operatives who stay on the other end of the phone lines 24/7. Thank you.
To cleaners at the hospitals and in isolation centers. Today, your job is more dangerous than ever. Thank you at Benami.
We feel safe because we know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
In the depths of the disruptions, anxiety, and even the tragedies, our collective human spirit, our courage, that hope for a brighter tomorrow, strengthening us as a people with a commitment to wash our hands with soap and running water, sanitize our hands, and wear masks. Most importantly, we must help the needy to wear masks too. Support the Mask for All initiative now. Call 0595 851 160 and donate masks for the needy. This campaign is brought to you by a coalition of event managers and suppliers, supported by Accra Metropolitan Assembly and the Creative Arts Council. Media partner is the Multimedia Group. Masks for All. Protect you, save all.
And thanks for staying with us. You're still live on Prime Morning here on Joy Prime, the biggest breakfast on television. And I just told my guests, I've been waiting all morning to speak to him. I mean, he's made us laugh. Most importantly, he's made us think. And today, he's going to help us remember and honor all our fathers. MFA, it's such a great moment.
Yeah, Daniel has been waiting all morning to talk to him. I've been waiting all my life to upgrade my CV. Yeah. So right after this, I'm going straight to the computer to upgrade my CV. Yes, I did it. All right, Daniel. I'm telling you.
I'm flattered, man. I'm flattered. I'm blushing. So you can see.
You see, I don't know if I should call you the sergeant, Ifya.
I prefer Ifya.
The returnee. First of all, it's great to have you here.
Thank you. It's my first time here on Joy Prime.
On Joy Prime TV at all?
Yeah, Joy Prime.
Wow, welcome. What took you so long?
You didn't invite me.
We take a special day to have you on. Welcome.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day in advance.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm quite curious. I'm trying hard to want to explore the other side.
Yes.
I have so many questions as well.
Feel free. I'm here.
Okay. So I think from here to Kumasi is not far, right? So let's go to Kumasi before we go abroad.
Right. Be a good one.
So let's go to Kumasi and tell us how did you grow up with your father in Kumasi?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about him.
I was born in Kumasi.
Okay.
My father was then the chaplain for Prempeh College.
Right.
Chaplain and I think housemaster and something else, teaching something. So I was born in Kumasi and then so I grew up on Prempeh College for a while, and then I went to primary school at the KNUST Primary School. He had been transferred there then.
Okay.
And then from there, I did 1 year at Presec and then went to Prempeh College. So mostly Kumasi is practically in me.
Kumasiano.
Thank you.
Kumasi boy. But so take us back to those days. I'm sure a chaplain and a teacher will be a very strict man, your father?
Yeah. My father, incidentally, happens to be my role model. He is was an amazing man, you know. And people assumed that he was very, very strict because later on he became the head of the Presbyterian Church in Ghana. He was the moderator, you know. And so growing up in that house, you know, also for bar and things, people thought he was like so strict. No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
The formula he used, which I'm using for my children, he said, you cannot develop a child. You can only guide a child to develop, you know, which I thought was spectacular. So he would not force you to do things you didn't have the passion for or didn't like. You know, he would identify what your strengths are and guide you, give you guidance to go through that. So I think it's the same formula I've used with my kids, you know. But so he was my role model.
Wow.
He was my role model growing up.
What's the most important lesson you feel he taught you?
The most important, humility. How to be humble and how to respect people. You know, give respect for all. Don't discriminate when it comes to respect. So I think those are the two strong things I learned from him. And by the way, he was the one that gave me the best definition of who I am.
Wow.
Yeah, he told me one time that I have a very haphazard way of doing things accurately.
Wow.
Yeah,
that tells me that he has a way with words himself.
Yes.
Like you.
And it's so true, you know. I just get things done and I get them done well, but the process is, there's no logic to the process.
You don't like to show it.
There's no, you
I'm
know,
not
so.
even surprised how you're able to send a message across being a woman. Yeah, I'm not surprised that you're able to do things haphazardly, but in the right way. Yes, at what age do you think that he identified the kind of profession you're in now? Did he see it?
I don't know if he saw it, except he just encouraged me, you know, doing whatever I wanted to do. The first time I did a show at the Art Center, long before all of you were born.
Oh, Lord.
Definitely. Which year was this?
1976. He was actually in the audience.
Wow.
Did you know he was there?
Yeah, I knew he was there. But when the show ended, I didn't expect him to walk up stage to give me a hug.
Wow.
Yeah, that
How
was
did
one
that
of the
feel
most touching moments in my life when he came on stage and then he just gave me a hug, you know. So that's how supportive he was. Very, 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 yeah.
You know, being in a public space myself, I always find it interesting. My parents always send me pictures of me on TV. They take pictures of the television and send it to me. And for me, the mindset I have is that I'd better get this right because he's watching.
Yes.
Do you feel like that sometimes? I mean, when you were starting out.
Yeah. Well, there was no pressure per se, you know. I was just doing it because I love to do it. But that kind of pressure that you better get it right, now I feel it. You know, because now I am known and people expect certain things from me, so I better live up to it. So I have that feeling now than before.
So you didn't feel like you had this standard to live up to because of your parents and because of who they were?
No, not really. I didn't feel it. I was just enjoying what I was doing. They happened to be there and they loved it, but there was no pressure from that angle.
It's very interesting.
Yeah,
It's very, very interesting. So develop a child, guide a child to develop. You can't develop a child.
You can't develop a child.
But you have to guide him.
You have to guide the child to develop, but you can't develop the child.
How did that play out when you were stealing meat from the soup or you were caught coming how was that practically used at home?
For example, at the time that I completed, back in the days, we did sixth form. You know, it was very common thing to then go to university and do medicine, law, administration, something, those conventional things. But my father didn't have a problem that I said, I want to go to film school. So I went to NAFTI after sixth form.
Wow.
You know, yeah, but those days, that's when people that were in film, you know, they would have insisted, no, we can't let you know. So that was one of those areas. And my sister that I come after to, Anima, she went into acting and also got the same encouragement from my dad and mom, of course. You know.
Wow. And I saw her in Love Brood in an African
Oh, wow, yes, that was the first professional film. Was that Love Brood, yes.
Yeah, it's a film I watch whenever I want to think about love. And the different things that...
Then you'll not be watching it often.
Oh, no. You got me.
I actually want to find out if you ever gave your father specific, maybe your parent, but particularly your father, did you ever give them any tough time that today you sit and say, oh, I regret doing this to my father?
Yeah, I did give him a tough time, a lot.
A lot? Most memorable one?
Memorable ones? Well, he had traveled and he had an extra car that he was carefully parked in the garage, so I took it out for a joyride.
Carefully parked?
I took it out for a joyride and I wasn't expecting that he was coming that day, you know. But he came that day and he came early enough. He came, I think, around 2 and couldn't find me. Thankfully, there were no mobile phones they could track me down with, you know, so they just had to wait till I got home very late. And he was very upset. Very, very upset, yeah.
What did he do?
What did he do? The funny thing is he never touched us physically. Just the yelling was even worse than having been slapped, you know. He would just yell and be angry with you and not talk to you for some few days and then make you feel very, very uncomfortable. But that's all he did, you know.
Did it stop you from doing it again?
Pardon?
Did it stop you from doing it again?
Not his car. He had stopped me from his car, but others...
You had to move on to others.
Were victimized.
But fast forward, you're a father today.
Yes, I'm a father today.
And Daniel will rightfully...
I'm a grandfather, by the way.
Actually.
You see?
What?
What's that?
Actually. Actually.
Yeah.
Now, raising your children, did you use the same strategy your father? You're saying that, yes, you used the same strategy. But today, if your grandson moved your car, would you just yell and not hit them?
My son had an accident with my car one time. And I really, really got upset. Very, very upset. But I calmed down later when I said, at his age, you did the same. You know, so talk to him and try and give him guidance. Now pretend that you are all holy and that's something, that's the biggest crime on earth. When you did it at his age, you know. So I'm very cognizant of that fact. So I sort of give them I talk to them, but I give them a break. I don't hate them.
Okay.
I don't hate them. And
But what's that one thing that you tell your children, no matter what, I do not agree, I will not accept, I'm not going to allow you to do this?
being disrespectful.
Okay.
You know, being disrespectful not only to me but even to others. You know, and not doing what I've told you to do, that I expect you to do. That gets me upset.
You know, I interact with a lot of parents, and I find that there's a certain sense of fear that no matter what you do, no matter how well you do, you can't really control the outcome of this person's life. Do you feel that sometimes?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you cope with it?
Well, there's certain times that you have to just realize that I've said all I can, I've done all I can. I just have to let him be or let her be, you know. There are certain things that just happen no matter what you do, you know, and I can't go publicly here, but I've gone through that. And it's very upsetting, very painful, you know, and you realize that that's life. Sometimes these things happen, and when they do happen, sometimes you just accept it.
Does it have to do with their choices or their actions?
Both.
But choices go with actions, don't they?
Their choices lead to certain actions.
Wow.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
If I visited you at home with your children today and I spent about 4 hours, what's that one different thing I would not see? I would see at the National Theatre that I won't see at home. Or is it? Or the home is just what it is? Which is
No.
It's not?
No. Well, they are all grown now, so we are like all buddies. We are like, you know, we're all cool now. When they were much younger, that was different, you know. Then you see the father element come out where there's a bit of strictness, you know. But now it's not like that. I should get a better mask, and this thing keeps. I should get your kind.
Merci. Actually, you've hit on something that I wanted to touch on, because there is a transition. I've noticed it with my dad as well, that you grow from being his son to being his friend, and in a strange way being his brother now. He comes to me, he wants to talk to me about his life. How does that transition play out for you?
I made the mistake, you know. I'm glad you brought it up, because like you said, there's a time that you need to be the father to provide guidance, you know. And as they grow to some point, then they become your friends, buddies, brother, you know, whatever. And I think I missed out a bit on being the father. They were my friends from way too long, you know. Thank God I had a wife who would be the mother and step in most of the time to correct things. But I think left to me alone, I gave them too much leeway. You know, I didn't do my best in the father part. I was their friend, you know,
Why do you
which
say-
means
why do you
I
say
let them
you
get
do
away
that?
with things and like, oh, but as a kid, you get over it, you know. But no, that's when you start correcting them, you know, and being strict on certain things, you know. But I just, but it's a small boy or a small girl, you know. I mean, of course, when they grow up, they'll stop. No, they don't stop just like that. You have to let them understand it's not a good thing. Then they start stopping, even from that age. So I think that's where I missed out. But fortunately for me, I had a wife
mother,
who stepped up. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Being a more extrovert individual myself, I can relate to what you're saying, because we don't like confrontation.
Yes.
It translates into the home as well. But I'm glad you brought in your wife. How has that pair worked out in terms of parenting?
Well, she has an amazing relationship in terms of that when she has to be strict, she is strict, you know. But funnily, even the kids, as much as they were subject to her strictness, accepted that she was doing it out of love. You know, they sort of, they knew she loved them. You know, where I went wrong, because I think Well, I was thinking that if I'm too strict, they may not like me. We are friends. You know, I wasn't the father.
My friend.
We're friends. I don't want my friends to get upset. No, not her. Should come in, put them straight, you know, and incidentally, they'll try and get away with stuff with me, but they wouldn't even attempt it on her, you know. But now looking back, I know that they all appreciate it, you know, and they tell her that, wow, you were strict, but thank God you were, and things like that, yeah.
Do they still come to your shows, and were they coming?
They were coming to every show.
They're
not in Ghana now, but they were there. Every show they were there.
And so when you get home, do they discuss it? Do they ask you questions? What's the reaction after the shows when you go home?
Well, the first show that I did when they were growing up was Saga of the Ruteni.
Saga of the Ruteni. Yeah.
So they asked questions and which part was true and which part was I just faking it and things like that, you know. But they got used to me. So when I did a Fiasco board too, then their colleagues in school will be like, hey, your father is wearing a one day, you know, that kind of thing. So they were used to it and sort of enjoyed it.
I want to zoom into the Ifya Cerebral character.
Yes.
I think I chanced on an article where
I have an interesting question on that. I have noticed that comedians over the world always get to a stage where they do drag at a point.
Really?
Yeah, Martin Lawrence did drag.
Yeah.
Actually, when Dave Chappelle was leaving Chappelle's show, he mentioned that it's part of the reason because he didn't want to do drag. Is it just a stage that you get to, or it's, you know?
For me, I thought the audience had seen KSM, you know. So I was thinking, what else can I do to change the character that I play, you know? So I don't know where it came from. I just decided, okay, let me do drag, let me play a woman, you know? So that's how it just came because I wanted to do something different for the audience that comes to see me.
And I must say that it was before even Tyler Perry came out with Madea.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We can't add you to a certain we can't add you to a certain category. But what was it difficult for your children to stomach? Did it?
No, they loved it. They loved it. Because on the day of the show, the makeup artist would come to the house, you know, to make me up and the nails and everything. And they were there, you know, trying to help every now and then. So they were used to it. They were part of it, if I should put it that way.
Did you ever draw inspiration from for your lines from your relationship with them?
Oh yeah. Quite a few times. They would say certain things that I thought were funny, and I'll work it into one of my lines. You know. Yeah, a lot of times. Especially my wife. You know, she's looks very serious from the outside. You know, she does consulting. She was for the World Bank and things like that. So she has that corporate, you know. But I'd be amazed the kind of
things she thinks through.
The kind of joke that I get from her.
Wow.
You know, she just threw them off like that and I'll have a good laugh. The next thing she realizes in my show. So I said that. I said, yeah.
Did you pay her royalty?
No, I didn't give any royalty for that.
Well, you've mentioned one of the things that you're not too excited you didn't do as a father. But if you had the opportunity to change that one thing, what would that be?
As a father?
No, as a person. Because then you already mentioned that you wish you did more by being strict, to be a father figure. But for you, as KSM, that you're fathering, you're husbanding, you're a mentor. But what's that one thing you'd love to change if you had the opportunity? If I was a genie and I had a power in here, what would you use it for? Yeah.
I think I can. I'm glad to say I can't come up with anything I want to change now.
That's great.
You know, I think I've seen whatever mistakes I've made. You know, but right now, Ejakra.
I want to take you back a moment to your experience as a father, your experience as a son. My father always tells me that I'm the son of I'm the son of Ehuchi. I grew up in Axim. You grew up in Takade. You are the son of Nick. You and I are not the same. Do you find it difficult to relate with your children in some of the experiences?
Difficult to relate to them?
Relate, you know, because you are the returnee, they are not. You know, so have you ever found that difference in how you look at life and how they look at life? And Is it
Not really. They were born there anyway, so they have that kind of same outlook, you know. So not really. The only difference I will sometimes have is just in terms of their digital brains. You know, you all are growing up in a very digital era. We grew up analog.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes I just realize the clash. You know, this is a very analog approach. You know.
Yeah.
You know, so let them be, because they have a different set of thinking, things like that.
Reminds me of someone having to unmute my dad's mute.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. They're lucky they didn't call my father. I'm sure the camera would have been upside down.
It's a great experience. Look, so I think that as an example, as a Ghanaian who has been doing this job for so long, you don't just father the people in your home, you father so many people out there. Is that a huge responsibility for you? Do you feel a weight on your shoulders?
I don't feel a weight. I just think it's part of something I should be doing anyway.
Okay.
And sometimes I wish I could do more, you know, but there's only so much that one can do. But I don't feel like it has a weight at all. I just feel that there's something I should be doing, reaching out, you know.
So how do you do that?
I was on the, what do you call it, Springboard. They do motivational
coaching
things all over Ghana. You know, I've been to every single academic institution, tertiary, you know, in Ghana. I've been to schools, you know, just giving them encouragement and things like that. I published a book called Unlocking the Job Market that shows you how to develop interview skills, how to write CVs, effective ones, you know. And so I used to tour with that book and things. So that has been my national service.
That's nice. I mean, my personal national service would be to tell me the importance or the role a father really plays in the life of a child. The very important role the father plays in raising a child. For I mean, if you don't know, since you still have the analog thinking, let me tell you what's happening now. Some of us or some women are consciously wanting to have children without fathers. I just want to have a child and mind my business. I don't want a husband and all of that. But what's your take on that? And what's that one thing you would want to reiterate that a father does in the life of a child?
I think like my father did, be present, you know, because I'm happy to say that I had a role model that I grew up with, that I could see and relate to, and ask questions, and he would straighten me and everything. So the father should be present, you know, and impart whatever knowledge and experience they have to the kids, you know. That art is dying. I don't know whether it's an art or a craft or a science, but fatherhood is in trouble for so many reasons, and I'm not judging, but fathers are not as present as they were before. And that's why you're saying many women now, you know, I have a niece, and she tells me plainly, you know, uncle, maybe if I get one child, I'm okay. I don't even need a husband. And they're free, they say this freely, you know, because the dynamics have changed, you know. Men are not there as we should be, you know, so they are getting to the point where they are starting to realize that perhaps it's better for me to be independent. You know, and that's what you're saying. It's part of the digital thinking now.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think it's a failure of men?
Fatherhood is missing. Fatherhood is missing, you know. And it's strange, it's not just Ghana. It's almost like a worldwide thing. I need somebody who has really studied this thing to come and give us the intricate, you know, the depth of it, but I don't know. You know, Bill Cosby had a joke, I was going to say rest in peace, but he's not dead. May he, you know, come through. But he had a joke that, you know, the father will be there teaching the boy how to play soccer, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He grows up and he becomes the most valuable player, and they take the mic to him. The first thing they say, I want to say hi to mom. You know, it's like the father didn't do anything. So all over the world, the emphasis on mothers, because of they are there. You know, they can't do 9 months. So it's almost like they are always there in many cases. Fathers aren't. Fathers have the luxury of sometimes thinking they can walk away.
Yeah.
You know, I work with the childhood cancer, Ghana childhood cancer, children's childhood cancer, and 90% of the women that I speak with will tell me how the men have left. After they deliver a cancer child and seeing the problems, some just take off and leave all the responsibility to the women.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, there's a part where I think fathers are missing. And on Father's Day, let us all decide to be present and not abdicate our role as fathers.
Do you have a favorite among your children?
Pardon?
Do you have a favorite? There's always that one child that, oh, I love all of you, but this one, I love him more. Do you have one of that? They're not watching.
I can't say in there. On there.
Can you join us?
Isha has been standing
Isha has been standing and eyeing and eyeing. What exactly do you want from us?
Well, I actually want absolutely nothing from you who, you were crying. That was quite a sight.
Something fell on my
Do not argue because I have a video.
Well, we've got evidence that suggests otherwise. It's kind of cute. Seeing you cry. You're too no. But so Kweku and I met in 1997. At the time, people started moving between stations a long time ago. I had left Joy to Vibe FM at the time, and I was interviewing for business development officer, and he interviewed me.
I did.
Do you remember the first thing you said to me? He looked at my CV, then said, "So, young man, how are you?" I said, "I'm very well." I said, "You should be on radio."
Really?
You have the voice for it.
Wow.
So, incidentally, one day on a Tuesday, you couldn't make it for the talk shop.
Yeah.
And Francis Ferguson, Powers, he says, he was at the time the program's manager, he says, "Masa, get on there and go and do the show." I was like, but I don't have the facts and the things that he put together. He said, "You'll be fine. Just go in the studio, play some music, talk around it, you'll be fine." And, I never actually wanted to do radio, and then here I am.
Oh, wow.
So you saw in me something I didn't think was there at the time, and you've always been encouraging. We've had a wonderful relationship for the last 23 years. So I'm sure there are countless other people you've touched. So your children aren't just the children you've nurtured and mentored. So God bless you.
Thank you, thank you.
It's nice to be able to tell the whole world. I tell you in private, but this one we're putting it out there. So,
I just have one thing to say. You are responsible for this.
Do I need to be giving an apology now?
I will deal with you in the playground.
Thank you so much. We go for a break, and when we come back, there's going to be an amazing thing happening on the show. Still with KSF, don't go anywhere.
Hello, it's been an exciting time coming your way and serving as your MC at many, many events. We have shared some truly exciting and memorable moments, haven't we? Well, unfortunately, COVID-19 has brought all of this to a halt. You know what? Please build your immune system to protect yourself against this disease. Stay hygienic and ensure that all surfaces are clean at all times. My name is Kabute Okansi. Call me Kabute my MC. Let's build ourselves. Support the Mask for All initiative. Donate massively. This will go a long way to help somebody be protected against COVID-19. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
This campaign is brought to you by a coalition of event managers and suppliers, supported by Accra Metropolitan Assembly and the Creative Arts Council. Media partner is the Multimedia Group. Masks for All. Protect you, save all.
Mira, what did you do? Mary Medro CB Men's Capsules. And you may use Padarma, Bohobio, CB Men's Capsules by a dear. What 2 points?
I don't know. You're very good. Said I'm a dan, I'm a swam and two intent and usually. He said, we need you so we are Arabia house to be credible.
Said to say, my yes, you dear CB Women's Capsules.
A year if it's a cool woman in whom fee and so. Hey! CB Women's Capsules with the Ajo.
Also, CB Men's Capsules, Ajo.
Susiana.
Ghana man, Merman Damase.
Our pharmacy, chemical, ne herbal shops ni name. To phone fresh Susie Herbal Center 0247 111671 and 0246 578750. CB Men and Women Capsules.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We have 3 mandates, which is to teach, to conduct research, and also to offer community service.
We are affiliated to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and partnering with the University of Utah.
When I was looking for a place to study public health in Ghana, Ensign was my first choice. We have all the resources here to get the work done.
I find that when students come here, they put all their efforts into this, and by the end, they surprise themselves.
We have lectures starting Thursday in the afternoon, Friday, and then Saturday.
For a student to be admitted to the Ensign College, they need to have completed a bachelor's program.
If you come here to study, there should be no single reason why your study cannot be successful.
Deadline for the submission of admission forms has been extended to Tuesday, 30th June 2020. Apply now. Ensign College, leading the future of health.
Life sometimes presents us with unexpected situations, like in the event of a fire outbreak. It takes less than 20 minutes to move from this to this. Timing is everything. Dialing 112 in the event of an emergency gives you direct access to the Ghana National Fire Service with a guarantee of the fastest response time. And now with the National Digital Property Addressing System, be rest assured that we can locate you directly at your point of call. So never hesitate to call in the event of a fire emergency. Dial 112. 112. Help will come. 112. We are safe. Avoid prank calling as it can lead to loss of life of persons in actual need of help.
Outlook is about perspectives, intriguing insight into the unexpected, the outstanding, and the diversity of culture, people, and lifestyles. It connects and evokes the sounds and scenes of uniqueness, of beauty, taste, and exciting glamour. It is life as we live it every minute, with every breath. Just exhale on Outlook.
Outlook, showing this and every Sunday at 4:30 p.m.
So when Jay comes on after an interview with MFA and Daniel with the same guest, then you know there's a little bit of some mischief in there. So it's good to have you again. I'm spending the next 10 to 15 minutes with you on the lighter side of your life, the much lighter side of your life. Let me ask you this question. So let's assume your daughter were 4 years old and comes to you and asks you, Daddy, how did you make me? What would be your answer to her?
I tell her, wait till you grow up, you know how I did it. Just hold on for a bit, but very soon you'll know.
Very soon you'll know.
Yes.
I'm almost in that position. I keep saying that when it gets to me, I'm wondering how I'm going to answer that question.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no rush. They'll know.
They will know. There's no rush to it.
At the right time.
Let me ask you these questions real quickly. What is your favorite day of the week?
My
favorite day of the week?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
What's the reason?
Because I was born on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Well, me too. Wednesday.
You too?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Like, it's Kweku. Yes. I see my camera crew is they're excited.
There's
yes.
another Kweku there.
Yes, another Kweku there. Kweku is special.
Very.
Were you mischievous? You know, Kweku comes with a little mischief.
I was mischievous, but in a very it was positive mischief.
Positive mischief. I like that. What was the last song you listened to?
The last song I listened to?
The last song you listened to.
Oh, I didn't imagine have to think about it now. Oh, my goodness.
A little brain teaser this morning.
Last song that I listened
The
to?
last song you listened to. It could be when you were driving here. It could be yesterday when you were relaxed at home. What was the last song you remember?
Oh, okay. Welcome Home.
Welcome Home.
OCB said Welcome Home, yeah.
Today?
I think it was yesterday. I remember listening to it yesterday, and I was saying, "Oh wow! I used to use this as my theme song for."
You love that song.
I love that song.
Can you sing any line in there for me?
Can I sing in
any line in that song for me?
You've been gone too long. Something. You are always welcome home.
Welcome home. I know. That's the easiest part. It's like, in most songs, when you're asked, you just find one line in there that you can remember and then do it. Okay. Which one would you prefer? Invincibility or super strength?
Which role?
Which one would you prefer? If you had these two gifts to be given to you, to be invincible or have some superpower?
Invincible.
You want to be invincible?
Yeah.
That sounds like a very mischievous people talking. You'd rather be invincible than have a superpower.
Yeah.
What would be your reason?
Because is the word invisible?
Invisible. Invisible.
Invisible, yeah. Yeah. Because I want to be behind the scenes to understand what is going on, and be like the fly on the wall.
Well, I'm very sure if your dad had the superpower, I'm sure you'd say, no, this one, we're not accepting it. But anyway, I'm just wondering how your life was with your sister, Enima.
Yeah.
How did you two, how were you two?
Enima and I, we joke around and sometimes we call ourselves twins, but she just came earlier.
Oh.
We think alike.
Wow.
I don't know, we have an amazing connection.
Okay.
And she looks so much younger.
Okay.
When I introduce people, I say, that's my younger sister, she gets pissed, but I'm actually after her, But Enima had a strong influence on me.
Yeah.
She was the one that was into acting and the creative arts that encouraged me or inspired me to get into it, the same thing. So
let's get a bit emotional here. If you had a few words to share with her today, what would you say? I want you to look into the camera and say to her. Yeah.
Well, my twin sister, you are missed. She's in the UK now, by the way, but I remember all the, I don't want to call them lies, but I call them creative stories you told me, and I'll never forget them.
So let's say, assuming she just opened the door and walked in here, what would you do?
I'll pass out.
You pass out?
Yeah.
So shall I get you ready to pass out then?
I don't think so.
It's impossible?
It's impossible.
In 3, 2, 1, ladies and gentlemen, let's have the door open. No, she's not here. I have Enima on the line with us right now via Zoom. Yes, the man of surprises. I know, I told you. Hello, good morning, elder sister.
Good morning.
Yes, I did it. We did it. Yes, we did it. I told you. She said you told a pack of lies, which turned out to be truthful in any way. But what are some of these stories you told him?
Well, like he said, the creative stories. I had a very vivid imagination, and he always used to lap up everything I said. So I just used to make these things up and see his reactions, and they were lovely. Once I told him about a tree that was quite scary, and the tree was saying, and he was so terrified. Every time he got to that tree, he just sped off. But it was really fun because he has big eyes as well, and his eyes would open wide when I'm telling these fantastic stories, and it just made me happy.
You are such a big tease. Now, it's very normal to have brothers be protective of their sisters. Did he show that in any way when you were young? Or was it vice versa? Hello?
It was vice versa.
Oh, so you rather would protect him?
Yeah.
Yes, I was very, very protective of him. I was very protective of my two little brothers. And so I was a protective one.
Did you ever question the ladies or the women who would come around them at any point in time?
No, I was very good about that. I just looked from a distance, and if I had any comments, I was usually quite subtle. So yeah, I never got in the way directly. I just stood back.
KSM has championed stand-up comedy, and he's done it so beautifully. Did he show any sign of this lifestyle career when you were much younger? Was it that person who was always, had a good sense of humor? Or he just developed after recently, would you say?
No, it was always there.
Ah.
It was always there, you know. I remember him trying to be a priest and take on, go and wear my dad's clothes and stand up as a preacher and pretend he was, you know, he was that. And no, he's always had a sense of humor and always been very interested in creativity. You know, he'd always hang around me when I was, you know, doing my bits. And sometimes he'd actually pick up the lines of the characters. You know, you'd follow me to rehearsals.
Yes.
And learn the lines from the plays that we were rehearsing. So he'd always had that streak in him, you know, that kind of creative streak and that wanting to be on stage and that wanting to portray another character.
Yeah. Interesting. Just before you go, my time is almost up, but I would have asked this very easy question that, what do you like about him? It's so cliche, isn't it? If you had one chance to change something about him, what would that be?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know there's anything I want to change about him. I think I'll keep him as he is.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate you joining us all the way from the UK as well. We almost surprised him with you walking into the studio. I'm sure he would have jumped out and said, but the borders are closed. How did you make it through? Thank you so very much. Really appreciate your time as well.
Okay, my twin.
Yes, I'm sensing our internet in there.
That you did it, man. This.
So I came to watch one of your shows. Oh, I lost my. I came to watch one of your shows, and something happened to me. One of the very first shows you had, and I came with my then girlfriend, who I'm still married to now.
Oh, fantastic!
And when we came. We had a little misunderstanding and we fought on that day and we had to walk out of the show and we left. And I missed out and I was like, yeah, I've paid so much money.
So you had to leave the show?
So we had to leave the show.
Oh!
we left. So I'm coming back for my money because I did miss it. My last question to you. Your wife, $100 million or heaven? Choose one.
My wife, $100 million or heaven.
Please choose wisely.
My wife.
I will not be responsible. I will not be responsible for what happens at home beyond this day.
My wife.
This answer feels like there's a gun to your neck to choose this answer. Your wife, $100 million and heaven.
My wife. Heaven can wait. So can $1 million.
On that note, I need to do this real quickly. Let me just pick up this hamper for you.
Oh my goodness.
It's a heavy one.
Oh my.
Please, it's for men.
It's for men.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's pretty heavy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess we do this.
Coming up next, we have more for you on the show. Don't go away.
My name is Andani Al-Hassan, Chief Executive, Stanbic Bank Ghana. COVID-19 is a once-in-a-century event disrupting the entire world and our country, Ghana. The means to protect ourselves and others against COVID-19 is in our hands. Masks for All is an NGO that is dedicated to providing face masks to our communities around Ghana. And Stanbic Bank supports Masks for All to ensure that we can achieve the objective of getting masks to all these people in our communities to prevent the spread of COVID-19. We also encourage other corporate citizens to do so that we can get this mask, essential mask, out to the community.
This campaign is brought to you by a coalition of event managers and suppliers, supported by Accra Metropolitan Assembly and the Creative Arts Council. Media partner is the Multimedia Group. Masks for All. Protect you, save all.
No one, no training, no amount of preparation can get any professional ready for this kind of pandemic.
We feel safe because you know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
I want to say thank you to the first responders and the ambulance crew rushing to situations unknown.
The call center operatives who stay on the other end of the phone lines 24/7. Thank you.
to cleaners at the hospitals and in isolation centers. Today, your job is more dangerous than ever. Thank you, Akpenami.
We feel safe because we know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You are old, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
Enough.
You are old.
Enough.
Enough.
Yeah.
For what? You are old enough to vote?
Oh, yes, I
Okay.
can say that.
You can vote.
Yeah, I can.
And what again?
And marry.
Are you sure?
And have a boyfriend, yes.
You are not. You are lying.
I'm serious.
You can have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Like who?
Like you.
Oh! Stop
You're
that.
like my spec. You're my spec. Completely. Like.
What is your spec again? Tell me.
Oh, light, not so light-skinned guy, and with the beard, not so much. The physique, like the way you're not big, so they have yeah, like exactly like this. No. No. Like Stanley. Well, I
What
still like
don't
him
you
anyway.
know?
Yeah, sure.
Shows
Yeah, very
Saturday at 5 p.m.
Yeah,
and
but
repeat
don't fall
Friday at 3 p.m.
Joy Prime, real entertainment.
Welcome back. So if you've been following us, we mentioned to you that we're celebrating fathers who are in the front line, and we think that My Dad is tough. Now, we're doing this together with some people who are so kind enough to make sure that we celebrate fathers who are in the front line. And today, we're talking to a representative from Leicester, Ghana, the producers of Yas product, Mr. Eneseria. Glad to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
So I personally cannot wait for Sunday. But I even want to find, I'm curious, if you think about Yas, you know what I'm thinking about really, and why you chose to be part of My Dad is Tough.
All right, so Leicester Ghana is actually the company that is behind the Yas product.
Right.
And our slogan is caring brand for caring families.
Okay.
And you know, in every house, the father is seen as the figurehead in the house. And it might surprise you that the person behind the brand itself is a man called Mr. Martin Brobe. So we decided once it's the time to honor fathers, it will be a great opportunity to join multimedia to say thank you to our hardworking fathers at home and say thank you for all the beautiful things they are doing for us.
Oh, you want to remind us some of your products as well? What if I came into the company now, apart from what I know matters to me, which I use very much, which I'm going to ask for later, what else can I find at Leicester Ghana?
All right, so you already know about the Yas part.
Yes.
We have Yas kitchen towel, which is very new in the market now. So, and it might interest you that we produce it right here in Ghana.
Wow.
So we have the kitchen towel, toilet tissue, and then the kitchen napkin, which is produced right here in Ghana.
But is that the only thing you produce in Ghana, or all of your products are
For
produced
now, that's the only thing we produce in Ghana, but the business has the plan or the vision of very soon consolidating everything right here in Ghana. But till then.
Why the kitchen towel? Is it COVID-19? You want people to stay in the kitchen? Silly question, but why is it part of your product line?
Well, we didn't even, when we started this somewhere in July, the early part of 2019, when we didn't even think about COVID-19. However, we might say that maybe we came in timely to support and help. I mean, knowing very well that we are all entreated to wash our hands every day. And then the kitchen towel also is what we use in our daily kitchen activities. So it's just, should I say, coincidence, as well as also in line with the vision of the company in producing locally in Ghana as well.
Well, on Sunday, what shall I expect when winners come in for their products, for their packages? What shall I expect from Leicester Ghana?
All right, so we've done a very big hamper to say thank you to some selected.
Is it big as me?
modern.
Great.
So, I mean, it's beautiful. It has all our products. You know, I didn't finish mentioning our brand. So it has toothbrush, it has toothpaste in it. We actually produce Hooch cornflakes.
Oh, you're the producers of Hooch
Exactly.
Crunchy cornflakes.
Excellent, yes.
Great.
So, I mean, it has everything of our product in there. Panty liner, washing powders. I mean, anything you can think of, yes, we have it in there for our fathers.
I love so I mean, I'm not so surprised that Multimedia chose you as a partner also. So on Sunday, we are celebrating fathers. My father is top. And for Multimedia, we'd like to say thank you. We do not take your kindness as granted. Thank you so much. And we look forward to Sunday. And also we look forward to many more amazing things from Leicester, Ghana. All right? Happy Father's Day to you.
And if I may, I also want to say Happy Father's Day to our MD and CEO of the business, Mr. Martin Broby. And, you know, it might surprise you, all my major distributors in Ghana are men who sell sanitary pads.
Did you ask about me before coming? Because I'm all for the women, because we buy the sanitary pads.
And the guys sell them. We make it possible.
That's true.
So I want to say Happy Father's Day to all our distributors across the country and to all the fathers who go out there to buy. To make it possible.
All right, thank you so much. So this is the moment you all have been waiting for, and then we come back shortly for and with the party. Stay with us here on Prime Morning.
With schools temporarily closed and students staying home, teachers at North Hills International School, the most preferred private school in Ghana, award recipient in 2018, continued to have constant interactive classes with our pupils while simulating classroom experience online. At North Hills International School, we adapt to change and we go the extra mile to make sure any investment made in your ward's education yields the best results. We admit students from preschool to junior high school. Our arms are open to welcoming your ward into our wonderful community. Call us today and let your child start a promising journey of global excellence with us. North Hills International School, climbing academic excellence.
In the depths of the disruptions, anxiety, and even the tragedies, our collective human spirit, our courage, that hope for a brighter tomorrow strengthens us as a people with a commitment to wash our hands with soap and running water, sanitize our hands, and wear masks. Most importantly, we must help the needy to wear masks too. Support the Mask for All initiative now. Call 0595 851 160 and donate masks for the needy. This campaign is brought to you by a coalition of event managers and suppliers, supported by Accra Metropolitan Assembly and the Creative Arts Council. Media partner is the Multimedia Group. Masks for All. Protect you, save all.
You have enjoyed all the great tuition by your teachers on Joy Learning. Now grab this opportunity to get interactive with your TV teacher on your favorite TV school, Joy Learning. Revision TV Show, our new teacher-student question and answer live show, offers every student a unique opportunity to ask questions pertaining to topics of any subject taught on Joy Learning. Join Revision TV Show by tuning into Joy Learning on your multi-TV digital box every Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. and a repeat at 10:30 a.m. Ask your questions by voice calls, video calls, and you can also post questions on social media at Facebook at Joy Learning and tweet at us Joy Learning TV, and your experienced TV teachers will be right on your screen with the answers. Revision TV Show, your TV teacher everywhere. Joy Learning, keep learning.
The world today is plagued by the deadly coronavirus threatening the survival of many businesses. To stay active and not fold up requires exploring the best business and operational strategies. This is why Love 99.5 FM, in partnership with Corporate Vision Consult, brings you a virtual business summit to empower and guide businesses in these difficult times. Theme is managing and sustaining businesses in disrupted environment. The Virtual Business Summit draws astute and shrewd business minds, including Dr. Yeboah, Consultant KMA, Mr. Samuel Duodu, Assistant Commissioner GRA, Dr. Charles Yeboah, CEO, International Community School, Mr. Anthony Edunketia, CEO, Thonkets Group, Mr. Eyram Kwame, former Director, Corporate Banking, Standard Chartered Bank, Sierra Leone, and Mr. Hakeem Shaibu, Regional Manager, Stanbic Bank, who will offer you top-notch sustainable business strategies to keep your business running during this pandemic. This event comes off on the 24th of June 2020 at 7 p.m. and will stream via Facebook and on radio. Join as business owners, young entrepreneurs, and corporate institutions to tap into this enriched knowledge resource to sustain our businesses. The Virtual Business Summit. Join, let's explore ideas to sustain our businesses.
Sponsored by
we are in the Father's Day season, you know. It's like Munjame Mamenkai, Jebia Yasronko. Abodini Nanodikai. Back in the Garden of Eden, he was given dominion to rule and to name. He is 1 in a million. Look up unto the stars, is 1 in a billion. I have looked through creation and I've not seen any being with so much work, yet makes time to see his family smile. Fathers will hardly show emotions, yet they are always in motion, trying so hard to make the lives of those around them better and brighter. Dad is out early and in late, trying so hard to make ends meet. Fathers are strong. They hide their stress and cry. They work tirelessly with no intention of retirement. So many thoughts in their head, yet their families are their priority. So many options out there, but they choose to believe in us. Fathers are always at the background, giving their children the motivation to break life's bound. A father's joy is found in the progress of his kids. Fathers are the stepping stones to their children's greatness. So from the skies to the earth, from pregnancy to birth, fathers put their family first. Fathers understand that growth comes with making mistakes. Even in the spelling of a family, you will see their first 2 letters leading, and that is far. So under their leadership really go far. Fathers have leadership skills. They live a life that fulfills. Missy Munjame Mamenka, Ejebia Yasronko. Munjame Mamenka, Ejebia Yasronko. Eja Odo Bia. Eja O time we hear into Dao, Yejuma Deme Busani Nina. A dedicated father will do everything to see his children go higher. See his kids prosper. Fathers have a heart of gold, and that is why their story should forever be told. Under their GPS, and navigation to life's destination is confirmed. Anytime you have a father, you have dominion. Anytime you have a father, you have strength. Anytime you have a father, you see multiplication. Fathers are worth appreciating, not just a day, but forevermore. I go by the name Berima Yufi, Odomankume's mouthpiece.
I like that. Yo, let me try it. Fathers are dedicated. Fathers, yo, you have it, bro. You have it. I like that. I love the performance. I love that piece. You talk to me here. What inspires you to write, though?
My surrounding, have the ultimate aim to serve humanity. That's
oh wow, that is like a punchline. Like you make me feel like, hey, bro, with you. I like that. And this piece, you write it. It's like I just want to get deeper into your mind, into your thoughts.
Yeah, my dad is one special person. Like he's been supportive since day one.
Wow. And he likes what you're doing, right?
He brought me here, and he will come for me again.
He'll come for you
I
again.
really love my dad.
Yo, bro, your old one has got you like that, eh?
Yeah.
Fantastic. How do people find Bury My Yofi social media?
Social media, Instagram, Bury My Yofi, Twitter, Bury My Yofi, YouTube, like Bury My Yofi. It's everywhere. Bury My Yofi.
I like that. Teach me how to be a poet. Just give me 2 lines, something I can try. Let's try using let's try using Father's Day. My father is
special.
My father is
unique, like special. Then you go another line. You want another line?
Yes.
Okay.
My father is special.
Yeah.
My father is
1 in a million.
My father is
a dedicated person.
I like that. I chose the easy part, my father is, and I gave him the hard part. Bury My Yofi, thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning. And I'd love to see your dad after the show as well.
Sure.
Fantastic. All right, coming up next, the final part of the show, we have something special.
When I was so sick.
Yeah, dancing on the beat. Yeah, COVID-19 enter my country, waiting for to cure this virus. COVID-19 enter my country, waiting for to cure this virus. I wanna tell you, say, keep washing your hand with soap and running water, running water. I wanna tell you, say, keep using sanitizers and tissues when coughing, when sneezing, yeah. Keep washing your hand with soap and running water, running water. I wanna tell you, say, keep using sanitizers and tissues when coughing, when sneezing, yeah. So stay home, sanitize your hand, wash them under running water. Stay home, sanitize your hand, wash them under running water.
Don't sound cool just a week ago. Just an ordinary day like we used to do. We're trying to make a better place and it's beautiful. Until the
He carried me at his back to the hospital, and on our way to the hospital, he felt whilst I was still on his back. He fell down, and it was too bad. I just want to say I love him so much. God bless him for everything. Happy Father's Day, especially to my wonderful dad. I wish him all the best in life, good health, success, everything.
Happy Father's Day to all the wonderful and supportive fathers that are out there doing so much to make sure that their families are safe. God bless them all, and they should keep up the good work.
I'd like to wish my father, Imam Khalid Shakib, a happy Father's Day. I love you so much.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, I'm wishing.
Hello, fathers. Happy Father's Day to you all. Just a simple message to all fathers. It's not any man who gives birth who is a father. It's the one who tries to take care of his children, not only his children, but other children who come into his care. I pray that all men will good fathers. Let your children imitate you. By imitating you, it means you're doing what is good for the nation. Thank you and happy Father's Day.
On this occasion of Father's Day, we want to wish all fathers a happy Father's Day. It is said that most children who don't have fathers in their lives, majority of them don't end too well. And so on this occasion, we want to encourage more fathers to mentor many young people. Mothers pamper children, fathers correct them. Mothers nourish children, fathers give them stability. Mothers help take care of children, fathers help give them their destiny. You want to help shape the destiny of somebody. You want to help speak into the life of somebody. On this occasion, Eddie's Pizza, happy Father's Day.
Okay, well, before we jump into anything, let me just say this one real quickly. Happy birthday to Mr. Richard Kwarteng Ahenkra of UMB Bank and the CEO of Eagle Knowledge Institute. Your friends, family, loved ones, and readers wish you a fabulous day and pray for more successes for you. More books, more institutes, and others in the coming years. Enjoy your day and a happy, happy, happy birthday. All right, now with that out of the way, let me also say a big thank you to Williman this morning. Williman Investments has given us these beautiful hampers in front of us, made up of some compal juice, some Pura Vida, some First Choice milk, some First Choice custard, and some balanced wine to top it up. I like that. It's available in shopping malls and malls across the entire country. Okay, so now time for us to do some games. I've got my guests joining me right about now. Drum roll to my left. I've got SDK and the Daddy. Yes, yes. Wait, we need to find something. We need to find something to represent this team. SDK and Daddy. And we said, okay, just applause. Just
Ahoya,
applause.
ahoya, ahoya.
Ahoya, ahoya. Okay. I like that. That is a gentleman's greeting. Yes. And to my right, I've got Dance God and the Daddy as well.
You know what time it is.
Hey, I've got we've got some hip hoppers in the house. I like that. Look, we're going to play a very simple game, okay?
Yeah.
But before that, let's get to know you a bit more, okay? So let me start off with you telling me about your dad and the kind of relationship that you've had with your dad from childhood till now.
My dad has really been a lovely man.
Okay.
You're
talking like a good boy.
I am.
Afraid of.
My dad has been a good man, you know. He mostly canes me on occasionally.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not that I can't find a challenge. Everywhere they see you, they have to slap me to show that they are good fathers. They are caring for you and stuff. You know, my father beats you when it's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Daddy, you can remember some of the spanking that you gave him. Very good beating. I like that.
You're right now.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Dance God. You took to dancing. You championed dancing. You were skilled at it. Did you pick it up from Daddy?
I think so. Yes. I got the energy, but the dance skills and the rhythm from my mom. But
okay.
It is Dad's day, so I can say something little about.
What kind of relationship do you have with Daddy?
Like, we are super cool. He's been like a role model to me, you know, like whatever he's done for me right now has made me who I am.
Yeah.
You know?
Daddy, you know that the dancing, it brings women to him, attracts women to him as well. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get into a quick competition now. Okay, let me hand over this to you. You hold this. You think you know your daddy, eh?
Yeah.
You know your dad, right? Very well,
yeah,
eh?
very well.
Very, very well.
Yes.
We're about to find out as well, so you don't have to lie. So, daddies, I'm going to come to you first, and then, no, I'll start with your sons, and I'll come to you first. We'll find out if it's the truth, okay? So I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to start with you, SDK, real quickly.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one question. Write the answer on the card. I'll show it to the camera, okay? And then we'll find out if your dad says the same thing that you've written. You get it? Ready?
Yeah, good.
Is it going to be like 1, 2, 3 or something, or I should write it?
Oh, you write it, but save space.
space.
So write it at the top small,
Right,
okay?
okay.
Okay. So, and then your dad will also
Actually, I
say
have
it.
only 2 of us.
Don't worry about the questions, it's coming. So let's start round 1. Okay, let me start off with, since you're prepared, let me just change it and come to you. Round 1. Does God Lloyd?
Yeah.
What is your dad's, Daddy, please don't answer it too. Please, Daddy, look at me. What is your dad's favorite character? What is your dad's favorite character? Whether in a play, whether in a movie, whether it inspires him. What is your dad's favorite character? Shodini Oho, Dance God, we are watching.
Okay.
Hey, Daddy, please watch me, Daddy. Sigh. So quick, you have 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds. Whilst you are writing, let me also ask you. Please don't look at him. Don't look at him, Daddy. What is Dad's favorite food? Write it. Do you have your answer?
Yeah.
Is it done? Please give it to me. Okay. All right. So, Daddy, please, can you tell us who your favorite character is? Who is your favorite character? One person in the whole world that you love to see, hear, speak to watch, play with, mention the name?
I like music to watch, African brothers.
So, African brothers?
Yes, Kwame Mpadu.
Kwame?
Mpadu.
Kwame Mpadu?
Yes.
Kwame Mpadu? William Shisho. Yeah, but we're going to find out if you wrote Kwame Mpadu there. What is your father's favorite food? Daddy, what is your favorite food?
Yam.
Yam. Hey. Okay, so we're about to find out real quickly. And SDK wrote the biggest lie in Ghana so far this morning. He said fufu. You don't know your father. You don't know him. Just check. And he wrote Santo. So we had it wrong. Okay, so we've had it wrong. That is, they don't know you. Okay, question number 2. Let me start off with you, SDK. Question number 2. What is your dad's favorite drink? It could be alcoholic, it could be non-alcoholic, okay? What is your dad's favorite drink? Write it down. All right, let's go. So while you're writing it down, Daddy, please don't look at him. Camera, focus on Daddy so we see he's not cheating. Let me ask you real quickly. So what is your dad's favorite football team? Dad's favorite football team. Okay. DJ, give me some music in the background. Yes, whilst you're doing this. Okay, hey, don't look at that. All right. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, let me take yours.
Ghana or...
Any. Dad's favorite football team. And I'm asking you, what is Dad's favorite drink? All right, so hand it over to me. Thank you very much. You have yours. Thank you. Hey, my God. Daddy, please. I'm asking you, what is your favorite drink?
Soft drink.
Soft or hard? Any.
I used to talk hard for the Ogogoro.
Ogogoro.
I'm correct.
He wrote, hey, that he wrote Coke or Akpeteshi?
Yes, Akpeteshi. Ogogoro.
So he had it right. Oh, 1 point for you. Wow, well done. Hey, Daddy, this is tough drink, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so please, Dad, your favorite football team, sorry.
Black Star.
Black Stars. Wow! And Does God said Kotoko. It's a big lie, my brother. You don't know your father. Okay, so one more real quickly. SDK.
Yeah.
Kotoko.
What is Dad's shoe size? Write it down. Hey, now what's up, Papa? Share camera, no? Turn around. Okay, all right, so let's go. What time does your dad usually wake up? Don't watch your father's shoes. What time does your dad usually wake up? Are you done?
Yeah,
okay, let me have it. So your question was, hold on to yours, I'm coming. What time does Dad wake up? Dad, please, what time do you wake up?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Before I come to his answer, I'll tell you what he wrote here. Interesting. What is Dad's shoe size? Daddy, what's your shoe size?
8.
8 would be 42. Viewers, help me out. 42,
It's 42.
Right? Hey, 42. And he wrote 42. Yes,
Yeah.
he wrote 42. Wow, 2 points for you. I like that. Congratulations. Well done. Have you bought a shoe for that before?
Yeah, I bought this.
You bought this one?
He has been buying me or everything.
Oh, I like
have
that.
to get it correct.
Get it correct. I like that. Well done. Well done. He wrote 4 a.m. and that wakes up at 5 a.m. My brother, who have you been waking up early in the morning? Okay, interesting. So I'm going to move on to another part. We're going to do some performance. I have my DJ here. So I'm going to play the song and they're going to give me a performance. This is a daddy-son performance moment, okay? So you have the whole floor to yourself. So let's start off with SDK. SDK and the father have had really good times. You should check out on social media SDK and watch some of the skits they put up. So this one shouldn't be difficult. So let's imagine that you are Stone Boy on stage. Who will play Stone Boy?
I'll play Stone Boy.
You play, so that is backup singer. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready? Yeah. DJ, so you have the floor to yourself. You're about to watch an SDK performance live. Stone Boy with Daddy. Please, you have to invite Daddy to come up and you show Daddy what to do. You understand?
Yo, Wagwa. I want them. Come on.
Wow. Wow. Okay. DJ, let's go.
Yeah. I'm Papi.
I need space. I need space. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. Go.
I'm actually singing my parody version.
I like that. Okay, so hold on here now. Dance God, it's your turn. Since you dance, you and Dad are going to give us some dance moves right about now. Right. So let's try it. Come on, DJ, let's do this. Now, you're going to tell me something. If you're watching right now, please, I would love to hear from you as well. Share your thoughts on what's happening right now. Dance God and Daddy are going to dance for us. Let me get this offset so we can have some more space. All right, let's go. Something really hot, DJ. Are you ready? Okay. Let me get this offset. All right, give me some volume. Let's go. Hey. Come on. Come on. We're going to do a battle of Daddy and dance. So hold Oh yeah. That's good. You should teach your father how to dance. Okay, hold on. All right, so that's good. Come up now, daddies. We're going to need you on set now. I would like to see two daddies do this for us. Let's go. Two daddy dancing. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. DJ. Come on. I'm a friend Daniel, you need to join me here. Come on. Hey, oh man, I like this, man. Please, let's do that for our daddies. This one is from Willerman. Thank you so much. It's our date. Thank you so much. That is quite heavy. We pass it on to the strong sons to hold it. Daddy, also on behalf of Willerman Investments, this goes out to you. Very heavy. Oh, Daddy, we've got some balanced wine in here for you. Balanced wine. Challenge. All right, so our time is up. We have to go. We've had so much fun on the show this morning. It's a lovely Friday pre-Father's Day celebration. Don't forget, Sunday's a big day, so celebrate your fathers, especially our frontline fathers. They've done so much for us as well. Thank you. The name is Jay on behalf of Daniel and MFR. And my DJ, some music. Adios. We out of here.
You want it, sayo. Sumolankena gojomo, sayo, sayo. Sumolankena gojomo, goyamo, sayo, sayo. Sumolankena gojomo.